bit of thunder. Alright, we've got to go up to the landfill and see the what would you call him? Give the guy up there some wires and some... Is it some wire? And... circuit boards. But first of all, we'll just we'll loot this town. Not too sure how much wire or circuit boards we're gonna need to trade for a set of thermals. Alright. It's the new guy. I've never seen him on here before. It is 3 AM in the morning, so leave him be. Let him try and work out how to play on the server. be able to cook some brains up next update. Chances of someone being up here is going to be slim to none. Now we've got another fucking circuit board here. Take all that. Let's go and run over and check this house. No power boards there, so keep on going. You're better off just collecting everything out of the circuit boards. I think 30 circuit boards is for a thermal and 10 is for just a normal night vision. Each one of those power boards has one chip and one wire, so we managed to loot a fair bit. Oh yeah, we managed to loot 30 pieces, and you definitely have enough for one thermal or 2 normal NVGs. I think getting the thermals is going to be a little bit of a trek. Gotta watch out for the AI and the infected zombies that are in Saint Philip. They're deadly, they're gas, so we're gonna be going into a radiation zone, so we need the mask. We are thinking of making it so that we need the full enclosed hazmat. Farms up there. We're going to be running past the military occupation, so we might cut through Gallows Hill and start looting around here. There's a spawner here and here and here, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure if there's any hazmat AI in there, hazmated bandits, so we will have to watch out. Eating apples, cooking anything up here. Within the next couple of updates, all the food up this end of the map will be a chance to make you sick. So that's our next step. That is the military zone, so we're going to go down here a bit more. I'm sure I had $700 on me. That is weird. Before we go into the radiation zone, I am going to drop a box. Drop a box around here somewhere. And offload I left my box down there. We got our bed bug. So we can set a spawn point. We probably should have headed up to. We'll head up to the landfill too, because I need to make sure that it's circuits or wire. It doesn't really matter because they don't weigh anything, so we can just grab it all. We can just give it to someone else, sell it to someone, the leftovers. Because they only spawn once per restart. There's some keyboards. Down there where that fence is where the radiation zone starts. Now in this area there is hazmat zombies. We've got to watch out. Make sure we're full auto. You will see them because they're surrounded by gas. The toxic gas follows them. We've made them so that way that's what they emit. Once we get into the radiation zone, the forest surrounded by floaters and exploders. So if one goes off, if a safe exploder goes off in your face, your gas mask will come off your head. It's designed to fly off your head. So there's a chance of that, and if that happens, if we don't die from the explosion, we're just gonna get knocked unconscious from the radiation zone. And we haven't got anyone to revive us and cure us, so we want to take our time. We are here. There should be some fuses and stuff in there that we can get. We can start in these houses here. There's a couple of spawners there, there's a couple of zombie spawns and possibly some bandit spawns. Or static roadblocks there. Usually around here somewhere. To block people from going in. I usually come in with an M4 with 100 round mag. So that way at least we're guaranteed to have enough ammo without having to reload all the time. I'm gonna have this and eat that. Drink the last one of those. I think we might. We do have some organs that we've got to sell as well. Drop our bag. Set our spawn. Usually do put a chest here, but I haven't got a chest, so chest is all the way down there. Now it is better to come up here at night time because the infected have not much good, but their eyesight isn't good at night. You can hide in a bush and they'll walk straight past you pretty much. There is no physical way to camp an area. If you take out the 3 infected, you can't sit there and keep shooting until POI because they will spawn back in every 30 to 60 seconds. So there's a constant flow up here and pretty much in the forests. I just thought that was someone, then it's just a sign. I think we need 30 wire for the thermals. The thermals are really overpowered, so you can use them in the daytime and you'll get the white silhouette. They'd be patchy with the because they got the hazmat suits on, but still kind of make them out. With the amount of gas that is surrounding the infected, is very hard to see at night time. Just there, so there's some zombies over there. I'm going to go up to this house up here and just check to make sure that there's a mission somewhere. I think we are in... We're in the rad zone now, so we don't want to take our mask off. Yep, we're in the rad zone. Probably shouldn't have done that, but anyway. shotguns work really well too. Now we can get dirty water from the toilet, and we can take it to the purifying plant to harvest, or purify. Double check this house, make sure that we can get any power circuits, some circuit boards and some wire. Alright, up here. Take this. We've got a few now. Prefer if it's stacked. We're gonna try see if we can get it to stack. That way it makes it easier for people to know how much they've got. Can't sell pistols at the moment, but you can turn the lights on. Being radiated. But that is a worry. Go down here. Go and check this building down here. The main target's power boards. I am gonna try ANC's loot, Encounter Project's loot system, and see how they've done it. So I can put some items in the cupboards. If that is the case, I will spawners on power boards. And we'll put them in the loot rooms. Even though I'll have to redo all the loot again, but isn't that hard? Just drag and drop, so he's still going? Yeah, he's still going. I haven't seen him die yet. Notice is on too, so who killed ya and whatnot. I mainly collect money, lootables, collectibles and stuff like that. Once we get a bigger bag, we'll start collecting guns. Basically want to put guns in these safes. There you go, so there's the infected there. Gas follows them around, so they really don't need it, but I haven't worked out a way to take it off them. This is all irradiated, so this will kill you if you take a gas mask off. Let's go upstairs. Last time we were in here, it didn't go too well. Oh, fucking hell. But there'd be no fun if you didn't have to restart. So there's nothing in that one. Bandits are mainly in the towns and that. Except for the red zones. Red zones is occupied by the zombies. Other than the mission spawns. So if there's a mission, they will come in here. Mosins are about $2 a sell. Shotguns are about 500. Full kit M4s are 6.5k. Anything that's a bare bones gun is about $2,000. Snipers at 8k. Doesn't matter if they're full scopes or if they're just a base gun. I don't think we have any power boards on this house. But they're not on every single house. So you do have to actually look for them. Do want to check this place down here. There is third person as well, if you want to run around in third person. Yeah, we can go through there, but I don't want to cut through there because they'll end up seeing us. Can't jump over that fence. What? Alright, hold on. On? Alright, lay down. It's not charged. Laura's phone's not charged. No, I'm not picking them up. I told you not to chuck your chips on the ground. Get on the chair. Over here, or lay down. Told you not to knock them over. Pick them up. Yeah, it's the third time she's knocked the chips over. Now, I don't think there's any circuit boards down there, so... we'll have to run down to the shoreline. And we'll start at the houses down there. Basically, this is the start of the radiation zone. The site is safe, except for that, which are infected. There they are. They're all gassed. So this is all irradiated where we are. I wouldn't mind having it as zone saying you're in it. I might be able to do something. Notification that you're in the radiation zone. Sometimes the textures stuff up on the wire. How many have we got? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What? Your phone is flat. It is flat. You want Rora's phone? You have to sit on the chair. Yeah. You want the water? Can you get the water? Which one? The one that's got water in it. Empty. The other one. Yeah. Get up on the chair. Get up. Yeah, don't worry about it. Pop up. Ah. Come on. Yeah, hold on, you have to wait a second, darling. Alright, there might have only been one. Yeah, just leave it for a minute. If you shoot him in the head, it's a one shot kill. If you don't shoot him in the head, you're gonna end up pretty much mag dumping him. This guy's starting to trying to come over. We're gonna have to move. Gotta get out of here, not get out of here, but move from where we are because they're gonna be just gonna keep coming. Now we don't have them turned on so they can hear doors, but that may change. So them houses down there is potentially gonna have circuit boards that we need. I have no idea what I picked up there. I picked up something. We should have vicinity checked that. Check this one. Circuit board. We are in need of some food. So, grab as much as we can. Probably about 15 to 20 apples will give you a good food boost. A substation here, so this might have Wait a second, darling. That phone's not gonna charge. That's phone, it's not charging. Come on. Hey? What? What? I don't know where Mummy's phone is. Let it charge for a little bit, because you're supposed to be in bed. Yeah, but you're supposed to be in bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Add some more circuit boards to that as well, I think, in these ones. What are they running off for? Or flying off? We've got hunters coming for us. Get back into this house. Now, potentially, if they're coming from that side, they're gonna get stuck at the fence. Now, oh fuck, hold on. No, yeah, they're definitely coming for me. That guy jumped off. They don't designate who they're coming after. So if there was other people on the servers, a couple of people that just left, but they were still on, wouldn't have an issue, but the thing is, I don't know how many there are. Definitely not up there. I think we might be right. I think they're going to be trying to come through the fence. The only issue is if we die here, we can't get back to our body because we don't have another gas mask. I would normally put all my stuff in a safe, in a chest. Sometimes I really hate the override system that they've got on here. Some of the houses. Alright, alright, okay. Oh no. We just quiet. They might go away. I mean, people would just run out there and just start shooting. You can't do that on this server. Maybe 3 or 4 zombies out there running around, and there is hunters, and I don't know where the hunters are. I heard that door open. Now visibility is dog shit. It's just a waiting game now. This is a bad room to be in. There you going, Habubs? Is it Habubs, yeah. Kinda screwed ourselves here at the moment. We're fucking stuck in a little room. There's zombies on the outside. Bandits on the outside as well, and the fucking radioactive zombies are in here and they've just gassed us out. Yeah, the room is my best friend. Until the fucking AI decide that they want to fucking launch a fucking RPG at me. Get up in the bed. Up in there. Like, all I can do is fucking wait for them to fucking de-aggro and go away. Here you go. Give me that phone. Yeah, play that phone, darling. I'll put this on charge. So yeah, I got hunters after me at the moment. I got one of them. He's there. He's dead. I don't know where the other one is. There was two of them. I unconned one. But he got back up and started shooting at me. And I'm just... I think that's the other one. Come on, what's going on? Why can't I fucking lean left? Predator missile inbound. Yeah. Hey, but I do have something else in the works. I may or may not have... So this is all irradiated. This whole section, so pretty much where my flashlight is, where it dims off and goes to black, this whole top section of the map's irradiated. So there is a nuclear bomb somewhere about here. There's a, what do they call it? A tactical nuke. Now that tactical nuke is actually linked to a trader. So for X amount of dollars, this being a radioactive zone, you can pay the trader and nuke the top of the map, which will pretty much level all the trees, level everything. I'm just trying to work out a way for when that does happen, that there's stuff to loot. Because all the buildings are gone, so there's nothing. It's pretty much, it turns it into a wasteland. Yeah, you can set the nuke off. I've got clips of it. We put it out in the ocean. This is the trader, so we sat on the trader, and I put it out here, and I set it for like 20 seconds, and then I teleported back to the trader with the other boys, and we all sat on the boat, and the nuke went off, and then we all died. But yeah, so this is radioactive, so there's a nuke up here. And then this section of the map is all irradiated as well. And there's a nuke in here somewhere too. Potentially, I'm going to do one location for Ireland. And then we're going to do Fresh Spawn Village. Somewhere around here, there'll be another nuke. So anywhere that people might want it, might be able to build, we'll put a nuke. Restricted zone's got a nuke as well. So little things like that. I am working on another one that you can use the demo blocks, but you can set the demo blocks in the workbench to explode by trigger, impact, kinetic energy, and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one that is designed for collisions. And so I'm going to make it so that pretty much you can stick a demo block to the front of your car, and then you could use that and just have a head-on with someone, and the impact hitting the demo block, because it's a collision, will set the demo block off. And I don't know if I'm going to put a mini nuke on it or just have it as a higher explosives rate. The other one that I want to do is I want to build one. Yeah. I want to build a demo block and attach it to the vests. So that way, instead of it going into your virtual bag, grenades go on your vest. And then if someone shoots at you and hits one of those grenades, it'll set the grenade off. But yeah, we've got a hospital down here, and we've got some locked loot rooms which have like which have all your guns that have got scopes and suppressors on it, because that's the only place you can get these guns. Or you can buy them as well, but it's the only place you can get the guns is through those loot rooms, and you need to actually use demo blocks to get in through the doors and to get into the room. So there is no, it is good. Just wish it was more popular subject, but you know, has its days and has its weeks where people will just flood servers, and then there's weeks where it's just like dead. Like most of the ARMA DAYZ servers are actually just empty at the moment, from what my mate was saying. We don't get a high turnover of people on here. Maybe 8. But I don't have the advertisement and that sort of stuff. Yeah, that might be Reforged Z, or that might be the official day 0. But they've been low. But yeah, the last couple of days they've been pretty low. Well, when we've looked, they've been low. I don't know, American servers or whatnot. Yeah, day 0, yeah. Yeah, so that's a popular one because it's not hard. Like it's not a grindy server sort of, so but yeah, the official day 0 one is an AU one. I can't play them. It's just I can run into this room, look at this container, and then get, you know, pull out stuff like this, and you know, get like helmets and just gear up too quickly. This is more set back to you really have to conserve your ammo, wait it out for the zombies to piss off. Like now they've gone, I might be able to get out. I don't know about the military bandits, but he's still here. Mr. Bandit's still out there somewhere. I can't see him. But yeah, it was just it just wasn't. I like the servers where I like fresh starts pretty much, like having to start from scratch. That's where I find the most fun. So I've tailored this server around that sort of aspect of, you know, not gearing up too quick, not making it too slow, but not gearing up too fast to take the fun out of it, you know. And then I've tried to make sure that everything's explained on the map when you go to like Site B. Site B is where you take all your organs that you harvest off the AI, and you can use those organs to get medical equipment. So epinephrines, saline bags, and all that sort of stuff. You can also get it from the hospital down here, but you can't get epinephrines there. You spot? Oh, okay. Yeah, he shouldn't spawn with a vest. Like we spawn with on here. If I can get it, all that we spawn with on here is a hazmat suit. The hazmat suit doesn't do anything. It's just purely for looks, because the radiation zones and all that sort of stuff. You don't spawn with a gas mask, you don't spawn with a helmet. You do spawn with a knife, but it's not this knife, it's an actual a scalpel for the body harvesting mod. So yeah, you don't get no pistols, no nothing. You'll start out running around a house and you'll get a shotgun, pistols, Mosins, and that sort of stuff. It's all, the loot is specific per area, so civilians, towns, you get shotguns, pistols, you get some really old SMGs. That's about it. But then you've got your military areas like Ireland. You'll get all the guns that you can buy, like that you can get in game, but they have no scopes, they have no suppressors, they're just the base form of themselves. And then with the you know, your SVDs with the scopes, the suppressors, anything scoped suppressed in this server is in a locked loot room. And then in the locked loot room, you've got a laptop, some gold, some rings, so it's worth going to do. And then we've got the trader. So we've got Trader Jan up here. High tier. So this one pretty much you can buy and sell everything for a good price. The one down here at the start of town, you can buy some stuff, but it's shitty prices to sell. And then Ireland, you can loot guns and all that sort of stuff from Ireland, but when you come up to Everon, to the airfield, there is no military loot. There is no guns. You might find some in some of these buildings, but all these green dots are bunkers. And if you can blow through every single one of those doors, because there's 5 doors or 6 doors, but only 2 doors lead to the room, there's 350k up here. If you blow through every single door, get every single document, personal document, like top secret document that I've made, and then get it from there all the way down to this guy here, the drop point. If you can get that all from there to there, that's 350k. And then we got this zone here. There's a zone here. The green dots. This is a restricted area. So there's a 400-meter fence right around this area. It's full of trees. There's bunkers in there, but in this area there's the bacon zombies that explode and shoot at you. But they're contained in this area. You can cut a hole in the fence, because you can't. All the fences on this map are non-destructible. If you hit a car with it, you will go unconscious. They're being turned off, so you have to actually cut your way through. So there's one there, and then we've got Spurs Hill ammo bunker. You can see there's a bunker there. There's a bunker here. There's another one there. 2 more down here, but that's heavily forested and the same. The explodey zombies are in there. And they're gassed, so you can't just go in there without a gas mask, and you need to go in there with a lot of ammo. But yeah, it's like 25, 25, 25, 100k, maybe $150,000 in items in there. Plus in there you can get the API rounds, you can get all the really good ammo out of these bunkers. There's a couple of safes in there in each one. And the same with Dead Man's Forest. There's a lot of zombies in there. It's very, very heavily forested. Like this whole map, about from here down, this is all forest. I might be able to show you. Let me just get out of this area. I don't want to fucking see where that guy is, but I'll just make sure there's no one on. Yeah, no, it's on. That's alright, that's good. I'll show you around anyway. This is all stuff that I've done. So we've got... Hold on, let me just move myself over there so I don't fucking die, and I'll drag myself back there once I've finished. So in here, where is it? This is the cultist village, the old cultist village that I've built. Got the bonfires, got the old houses that are here. There's zombies in here. So the track to this is lit via lanterns on a stick, pretty much. So that's something that I did. So you can follow the lanterns to get to the centerpiece over here, and on this centerpiece here is gold bars, gold rings, 4 months. I pretty much every day I'm doing an update, adding stuff to the server. This server was supposed to be like a very, very dark server. Like nighttime is, you can't see 10 foot in front of you. Like if I was here, I would not be able to see that. But I had to remove the mod because people were leaving because they couldn't see. You know, we've got flashlights for a reason. And then we've got the towns. I'm not 100% sure if base ever on map has the working lights, but there's something that this I have not seen any server do this one little thing. Like you always, you know, cunts are in their houses, camping in a room or something, and you run them around. You can't see where he is. You can't see anyone. You know, you run into a house and you're stuck using your flashlight to fucking look around. Well, I just went and done this. The fucking light. Simple light switch on the light. Now I am going to make it so that way you got to look at here, but I've got to make some more prefabs up for that. Yeah. But yeah, every single light, different shapes. You know, I'd rather walk into a house and I hear someone, okay, I turn the lights off. But if I'm just looting, you know, I want to be able to just turn a light on. Just check, you know, not every single... Oh, here we go. Not every single room has a light. Most of the houses have lights. I'm still, as I said, I'm still working on the light switches. So I have to make like 10 different prefabs because some of the houses have like 10 light switches, and I can't use the same light switch prefab that I've already built, because if I move the light source from here to here, it moves all the light sources from wherever it is 2 foot. So yeah, we got, you know, a little bit of light there. I don't think there's any other lights. Like, it's not too much to have overdone, but it's just enough. Like, I'm not like a expert modder or anything, but I'm pretty good at working out how to add things to the server where I can change something and just put a different overlay, or like put a different XOB on it, like get an apple and get a grenade and change the fucking grenade to an apple. So that way you can give it to someone, you can change the description, change the inventory item name, give it to someone, they hold it in their hand, tell them to hold the apple up, and they'll hold it because it looks like an apple, and then you shoot the apple and it sets the grenade off. Little things like that. Like the people that do play on the server love it. It's just the people that come from other servers over to here and they're just not used to it. I try and explain to them, like I've got I don't know if this building has it because it's got a kitchen that's like that. I'll see if I can find the kitchen. The restaurant here. This is a good one. Let me just... So in here, in this, says here make apple juice. Apple juice gets really, really does your food and water, and it fills it up pretty fast. So that's, you always go from pick the apples, come in here, make your apple juice, and inside this bar tap I've placed an actual apple juicer prefab from, I think it's Everyone Life, and they've got a few prefabs in there, like processing prefabs. So I've just shrunk it down, stuck it inside the tap, so everywhere there's one of these taps will have the juicer prefab, and then I just put the plums and then put an item that it sends you. So this one has apples, so you give it apples and then it gives you apple juice. It's actually peach juice, but I've had to rename it. And that's what you just drink. The laptops, you take it to oil rigs, and there's a laptop on top, but the laptop's not a laptop. The laptop actually is the sawmill, cutting the sawmill processing thing from Everyone Life, where you put the logs in and it spits out fucking planks. But what I've done is I've just changed it so that way I've got the XOB from the computer, put it onto that, it changed it into a computer, and then I sat that on the table, and then when you access that with a phone, if you have like the mobile phone and then you look at the computer, you just hold F on it and it fills the bar up, then it drops you a USB stick, and then you take that USB stick to the trader and sell it for money. So I do little things like that, so just enough to keep people yeah, no, you're all good. But yeah, just things like little things like this circuit board. So I've learnt how to turn it into an inventory item, but that's not actually a circuit board. That's the only circuit boards we got in the game are XOBs. So that's an apple. So I just use an apple, copy it, change the icon so it looks like a circuit board, recalculate the weight, and then you're done. And I just put some items, descriptions, item to be used to make thermal and NVGs. So I'm trying to get 30 of these at the moment, so that way I can take it up to the junkyard that I've got built. Wherever he is, the landfill, because there's a little house up there, and he sells NVGs, but you need the items like the 30 circuit boards or 30 wires to be able to get the NVGs. Then we've got what else we got? Yeah, so every light, like every light pole, power pole, you know, if you're running from south to, like, from down south up, you hit a set of light poles that are lit, follow the light poles. It takes you straight to a town. Then we've got the main line, that's all lit up as well. So you can basically run Alright, here we go. So this is the treatment plant, the water treatment plant. So all the water on the map is toxic. You drink it, you'll get sick. And then your health and water will start depleting. It won't do physical damage to your player, but you will have to eat every 2 or 3 minutes. You'll have to smash like 30 apples just to keep the food and water up. Once your food and water hits like 50%, you no longer regen health. So if you get shot in the leg, you lose a little bit of blood. You will not regen any blood until you can get your health back up. So, but yeah, you just take your dirty bottled water to this sink, and you can purify it. So you can actually go to this lake. If you walk along the edge of this lake, usually it's over this side. So from here all the way across here, you can gather the dirty water. And the same as across this part of the map here, you can gather dirty water from there. And that's at every lake, every little pond, every toilet, shower, like anything that can produce water is pretty much gonna have dirty water. Then we got Fugari. I'm trying to do something here. I used the wrong fucking... I got to take the edited bit off that, but I used the wrong trash. This is just a little copy and paste. I do have another proper city on my other server, on my other map that I was working on. I am going to copy that and then just plonk it down in here, because that goes pretty much... The city is... Can't really see. Hold on. Let me just make it a bit like that. So the city on the other map that I was working on goes from here across here. There's a forest here, and then there's another part of the city up here. So there's massive big buildings here. All the way through here there's a tunnel that I built that runs the ditches here, so you can get into the forest. These are our spawn locations, so that way if they don't know where they are, they can sort of go, oh, okay, there's the pink tower, we're heading fucking that way, or there's a green tower, we're heading south, sort of, you know. But yeah, this is all forested. Make it daytime. Make it morning for a second. So this is all bare on the base vanilla server. This is everything that I've put in. Plus all this. And you come out to Chotan. The mountains, all the trees. Up until here. That's where I stopped. I don't know what I'm doing down here at the moment. And the same as this one. Just trees. Cover. All the way through. Then you got your mechs. The mechs patrol the small POIs. They do get out. If you're up here, you can kind of hide from them. But then we've got little bits of patches of snow, which is actually plaster. A bit of a radio dish that I'm working on. We got the sort of like an abandoned military zone. This is the stuff that spawns in here, this sort of shit. Just base guns. Couple of military bunkers. Got your locked loot rooms in here. So there's all the good guns that you can get. And then the trees start to thin out on the western side till you get to this side over here. And then yeah, basically fucking jungle Wookie in here. Trying not to get ambushed by any of the zombies. Which all the zombies look like this. Fucking find one. They only spawn in when you're close to disable movement controls. So these are the zombies. They're just like escaped escaped from the military, I don't know, military fucking complex or something. Got those looking ones. And then you've got that's the same. I put myself over here. The military side of things has FIA zombies, so there's some that shoot at ya. They're mainly in the townish areas along this part, and then you go into the forest, and then you've got these ones that are more, I don't know, more infected. They have a higher awareness on them, I'm pretty sure. They aren't gassed. These ones aren't gassed because they're in a gas zone. And now that we know how that works, what is going on here? Oh shit. Oh well, fucking that's gonna be a challenge. 4 mechs, I better get rid of some of those. There's only supposed to be one per fucking military bunker. I'll just make sure this one's alright. Yeah, so we've got our bandit spawners. So we've got 1, 2, 3 bandits. Mosin RPGs, like an SKS ripoff. Some AK-58Ps or whatever you want to call them. We got another Thompson's MP40s, I think. And you got your military complex where you get your boots and shit like that. Another lock loot room in there. And you got Trader Joe down here. It's just a basic trader. Very basic. You got your bags. These sell for less, but they're not as dear to purchase. And then you got emissions that spawn in around. This is another zone that I'm working on. It's got to shrub it out a little bit more. A bit more cover. But yeah, this is the fun. Yeah, this is the fun part. Like the forest, I love the forest. Run around in the forest and that, trying to get to another POI and you're getting lost. And St. Pierre, same thing. Next, AI, a lot of loot down here. You got the bunkers that you start off in. There's only 4 spawn points on the map. Which reminds me, there's a tree in one of these. Basically, one of these bunkers, this little thing here. So this one's gonna, for instance, trigger the nuke on Ireland. This one will trigger the nuke on Everon. I'm just trying to get that to link itself together. It just spawns in this room here, in here. No loot spawns in here, so no one can cheese it. Couple of the boys that play on the server, we've got some stuff named after him. Dingo's Den. Fucking Jackaboy's Pub. So we do little things like that. Name some stuff after some people. I'll probably have a look and see if I can. We've got a guy that plays on the server that's called I Hate My Fish Tank, and he's got heaps of fish. So I'm thinking about putting some fish tanks across here, like an aquarium sort of thing, and naming it something after him. Might name a pond after him. We've got some ponds around here somewhere. This is basically from here right up to there. If you bring a helicopter anywhere closer than here, these anti-aircraft guns will blow you out of the sky. You can get away from them if you're flying this way, because they don't have a really good turning radius, but there's one there. There's another one there. These ones here target vehicles and players. They're all mechanised. And you've got gas masks that spawn in the heli crashes and that. C-130s, if you come into the back, you can trigger a search function. That's worth like 15 grand if you get the USB stick out of it, and then all the ammo dumps. Spawns loot on the floor in here. Same as that one. And then you got all your bunkers, which have reasonable amount of loot. Should. It's, oh, it probably won't show anything because I'm actually physically not over here. Okay, some of it's showing. So there's only one spawner per bed, so the rest of the spawners are under the map because it was just fucking 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, like there was just so many. SVD, there's 8k there. Gas masks are really, really valuable. You can cook at the stoves. So you used to be able to do cooked meat and boiled meat, but I'm going to change it to boiled brains and eyeball soup or something. And I don't know, something else for the bottom, but I gotta change some images and add some fucking shit to do to get it to fix it, to make it so it works. And these lockers you can't do anything with at the moment. I would like to have some loot in the lockers, but I'm just gonna put specific items, like the rarest stuff. Then you got there's usually howitzers here, mortars, but the ones that control them need another AI to tell them where to shoot, and because this is all irradiated, they die. For some reason the robots can't handle the gas. I might have to bring some extra spawners up from under the ground in the military zone, just to give it maybe that little bit extra. But the server's only been running for it's been up for 3 hours. Yeah, so I might have to bring the loot up a little bit. But other than that, yeah, we got fucking plague looking water. Where is it? Where is the moon? Oh, come on, extra bright nights. Yeah, so we got red moon and all that sort of stuff. I did all that. Seen a mod for it and I was like, nah, fuck, I might have a crack and do it myself. But yeah. Documents lab down there. Got your grow rooms, processing labs. Smelters and stuff like that. Dry your weed at that thing and craft some rings and shit. And your nails at this one. Some extra little plants just fucking hanging there. Heli crash sites. Another weed lab down here. If I could find a room. Yeah. You got a little grow room in here with the purple lights. This is the old setup that we used to have, so every time it would turn night, the lights would automatically come on. But I don't think there's any... I don't think there's any light switch. Oh yeah, there's a light switch there. So if I can put a light switch on that, and then add a light globe to that one, and then 1, 2, 3 coming back the other way. It's just when you're trying to do multiple rooms. 2, 3, yeah, so 3 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4. Have every second one work off this light, and then have every second one from this side work off this light switch. Yeah. Might do that. I won't do it tonight because I'm absolutely fucking rat shit. And where did I drop my body? No, yeah, still alive. Let's put myself there. Safest part. Okay, now that's basically it. Someone's left their boat here. You can lock all your boats up and that, lock all your vehicles. So there's the trader. Snipers, base guns, like this is the one that you sell all your base military shit to. This one here's got the really good stuff. Magazines, scopes, suppressors. Just your general store. Then I'm gonna put some lights above there. Maybe put a clothing trader. Or something. Fuel station. And yeah, the next one I'm working on is I'm going to put coffins in some of the graves so that way you can come and dig them up. Or I might just have them half in, half out of the ground. Like they've already been dug up and put some items in it. Maybe some skeletons, some bones. Some old fucking gold rings on their fingers or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the server. What time is it? 5 o'clock. Well, that'll have to do me anyway. 5 AM in the morning. He's still not asleep. Fuck. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good bubs. I'll catch up with you next time.